Breathing in all the way down into the belly, relaxing right down, preparing yourself mentally, physically to awaken your spirit. Almighty and eternal fount of wisdom, grant us knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, that we may speak here words of truth, love, and hope. We ask for light from the higher spheres, and may our guides guard and control our mind and tongue so that nothing but the truth may here be given, and that the good seed sown may find fertile spots to live and grow. And those who are now in darkness and obscurity, may they be brought forth into the radiant sunshine and the joyous glory of the unfoldment of true spiritual goodness. And now, feeling ourselves together, we imagine a great wall of gold and light about us. Nothing can penetrate or pierce this light as it holds us protectingly in its own essence. Above us, the higher ones in the great hierarchy of universal wisdom, holding over us that gossamer substance, which forms a panoply under which we rest together in the great peace. Within this circle, there is wisdom. Below the circle, there is love. God is love. I'm taking a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling with a sigh, setting your own intention for today. What do you hope to release? What do you hope to gain from doing the practice today? Okay, so now we'll just get right into the alternate nostril breathing, the harmonic balancing breath, plugging the right nostril, breathing in left for the count of 4. Holding 16. Unplugging the right, exhaling for 8. Inhaling 4. Hold 16. Unplug, exhale 8. In for 4. Hold for 16. Exhale 8. One more time, inhaling 4. 16. Unplugging and exhaling for 8. So that's one breath. The memory developing breath. The memory developing breath that helps you remember who you are and what you came to the planet for. This is the breath that cleans up anything that is no longer serving us out of our body. Palms downward on the knees. Getting ready to ignite the 49 fires in the body, thinking upward to the top of the head. And get ready for the memory developing breath. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now remembering that secret switch. Together we exhale. And up. One more. Squeezing all the old air out, resting, watching within your body, observing. And now for 2 more 7s. Together we exhale. Squeezing it out, up. One more. Relaxing right down, just observing, watching, feeling. And for our 3rd set of 14, we get ready. We exhale. And up. One more. Thinking upward, observing, smiling. And now for our final triumphant 7, giving it everything you've got. Together we exhale. And up.
Last one.
Squeezing all that old air out, making room, relaxing right down. And now I imagine that great light at the top of my head. The top of my head is heavy and relaxed. The forehead is heavy. The muscles of the face are withdrawn. The jaw gently drops. No pressure on the teeth. The arms and hands are very heavy. But oh, how happy I feel. I feel happy all over, particularly in my beautiful face. I smile. My face is bathed in my smiles. I feel a gentle pressure from within, outward. And that gentle pressure is taking away any little lines of fear, worry, care, inward disappointment, anything negative. And I feel happy all over. And now I bring the light down. The chest is relaxed. The abdomen falls down. And the light comes down, 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 down to the tips of my toes. And now I imagine that great light at the back of my neck. I'm looking down over my beautiful spine. And it seems as if I'm looking at a wonderful waterfall with the sunshine playing on it. And I see a countless number of tiny specks of iridescent light. 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 And I know my whole body to be full of light. If thine eye be single, the single eye, the inner eye, the spiritual eye, the creative eye, the eternal eye, the eye of my imagination, the eye that I am now using. If thine eye be single, my whole body shall be full of light. And I know that every single cell in that countless, countless number of cells in my body is a lamp, a light, a torch, bringing to me the light of the divine wisdom within me. The light of the divine wisdom within me. The light being in perfect correspondence with the flame, and the flame is in perfect correspondence with the fire. The fire that is in the centers of centers of centers of centers of my inmost being. The fire of divine love within me. And so feeling heavy, imagining that I am looking upward to the top of my head, giving thanks, seeing that golden shower of light going out in all directions. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And I swallow, I lock it up, I make it my own. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up quietly. And now we're going to move into the revitalizing breath. Okay, so standing upright, heels touching, pulling downward on your fingertips, shoulders are back and down. Remember, your head and neck is always loose. Pulling downward. First, the thought, I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now pulling that secret switch. Together we exhale. And now breathing into that space, deep down into your belly, breathing in light, life, all the way in, big sniff at the top, filling your entire body cavity, pulling downward on those fingertips, thinking upward to the top of your head. I am the master of my body. And now no dropping of the head or the neck, keeping your tense position. Together we exhale. Squeezing your body, squeezing it tension, exhaling it all out. Little breath, then relax right down. Coming right down. As we think of and we feel for the inner meaning, the hidden meaning of these sublimely simple words, and remembering to see what visions come, creating your own visions for each one of these words. I am whole. Nothing is lacking. Nothing is lacking. Nothing can be added. I am whole. I am perfect. Perfect as he, as it, as the Father within heaven, within me is perfect. I am perfect mind in a perfect body. I am strong. I am the strength of the universe. I am strong. I am powerful, full of power. Every cell in my body is a power plant working for me. I am powerful. I am loving. I am love moving. Love in action. I am the substance of the universe. I am loving. I am harmonious. I am in harmony, balance, poise, equilibrium. I am in harmony with the laws of this universe, the eternal, enduring, imitable, everlasting law of this universe. I am harmonious. I am rich. I draw my supply from the source of all supply. I am rich. I am young. Young. I am life's first reflection. I am youth. And I imagine innumerable streams of living light coursing downward in my body. I am young. I am happy. Happy. I am the force that propels the fluids of life. I am happy and I feel happy. I feel happy all over. And I look happy. If I cannot feel happy, I deliberately laugh and notice the changed effects in my body. I am happy. I feel happy. I am happy. And so looking upward to the top of my head, feeling happy, giving thanks, imagining that great golden shower of light going out in all directions. Slowly, a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And slowly I take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I sit down quietly. So those are the 9 positives of the science of mental physics. I am whole. I am perfect. I am strong. I am powerful. I am loving. I am harmonious. I am rich. I am young. I am happy. So the inspirational breath again, the arms come up above the head, nice and slowly, and then exhaling in the 4 parts. Everything is tight. Spine is straight, thinking upward to the top of your head, pulling downward on your fingertips. First, the thought, I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now pulling that secret switch. Together we exhale. And now inhaling into that space, all the way in, light and life, all the way up. Right thumb under the left, success to mental physics, success to all your sacred endeavors. Backs of the hands together. Keeping that tension as you exhale. And then a little breath, relaxing right down. Remembering that the science of mental physics, the science of the soul, we feel into the depths of our own being, feeling ourselves together, relaxing entirely, coming right down. The body is heavy and you are happy. You are relaxed. I thank thee, Lord, for my body, the temple of the living God, the temple of the God that lives within me, that is alive within me. My body, the transcendentally beautiful, the infinitely intricate, and the most gloriously accurate instrument in this entire universe. My body, the temple of the living God, the temple of the God that lives within me, within me. I stand in reverence. I stand in adoration. I stand in veneration before the wisdom pent up in the very substance of my body. And I pledge myself, I vow that from this moment forward, nothing that I shall eat or drink, nothing that I shall do or say or think shall injure or abuse this temple of the living God, my body. And so feeling happy, looking upward to the top of my head and giving thanks, imagining that great golden shower of light going out in every direction. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And ever so gently, I take another little breath. I lock it up and I take a quick sigh. And I wake up quietly. And now we'll move into the fourth breath, the perfection breath. We get ready, pulling downward on the fingertips. Everything is tight. Knees are snapped back, shoulders back and down. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now, position, pulling that secret switch. We exhale. Squeeze it all out, breathing all the way into your deep belly, breathing in light and life. Big sniff. We get ready. Swing number one. Nice and easy. Swing number two. Swing number three. Arms at the sides. We exhale. And now we relax right down, relaxing entirely, coming right down. As I prepare myself to think the greatest thought I shall ever be able to think, whatever the creator is, I am differentiated from all the other life forms in this universe. I am the creator in human form. The creator is right here, right in the heart of me, right in the mind of me, right in the substance of me, right in the being of me. Reveal thyself, O Lord of my life, Lord of the eternal, thou that art the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, forever. Come, I wait, I listen, I am still, I watch within me. And now I will to see the Creator at work within my temple. Peace, peace, peace. I will to see the Creator at work within the temple. And so, feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly, I take a little breath And a long, sweeping, sweeping sigh. I swallow and lock it up. I make it my own as I take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up quietly. Okay, and now we'll move into the vibromagnetic breath, number 5. Position, everything tight, head and neck is loose. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now pulling that secret switch, together we exhale. Making room to breathe in all this light and life, all the way in, all the way up, big sniff. We get ready. Swing number 1, palms facing each other, all the way around. Swing number 2, keeping your tension. Swing number 3, arms at the sides. We exhale. Coming right down, relaxing the whole body. That liquid feeling in the body, as if innumerable streams of living light are coursing downward in the body. As I prepare myself to think of the loveliest thing I have ever known. The loveliest thing I have ever known. There it comes. Before my mind, that beautiful picture, perhaps from the long ago, perhaps from the far away. But there it stands, perfectly clearly delineated before my mind, as if it happened but a moment ago. I thank thee, Lord. I thank thee, law, for my memory. I am thankful that I'm able to bring back from the vault of the past any beautiful thing that is in my memory. No idea of negation of whatsoever kind, no idea of disease or disappointment or doubt. Nothing shall enter my memory, but that which is in unison with all good and my own very highest conception of truth. And now I will that that picture shall be lost again in the absorption of my being. I begin to see the whole conduct of man. I see my whole conduct. And so I will that that loveliest thing that I have ever known shall be lost again within the absorption of my being. And so feeling happy upward, imagining that I'm looking upward to the top of my head, giving thanks, imagining that great golden shower of light going out in all directions. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I swallow, I lock it up. It is my own. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh. All right. Doing great. We're going to move into the 6th breath, the cleansing breath. This is very similar to the last one, other than our palms will be facing downward when we do our swings around. And also, remember, we start with our right hand holding our left, pulling our elbows straight like that so that our spine becomes very straight. Okay, so first position. Everything is tight, heels touching, head and neck is loose. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now we get ready, holding our left hand, pulling our elbows straight, pulling that secret switch. Together we exhale. And now filling your entire body all the way in, all the way up with light. Breathing in, big sniff. We get ready, we unlock. Swing number 1, palms facing downward, touching your thumbs behind you. Swing number 2, touch. Swing number 3, touch. Arms at the sides. We exhale. And now we slowly drop the hands. And now I imagine a great heat at the base of my spine. I imagine that it's coming up. It's coming up. And now I imagine a great light that comes from the flame, that comes from the fire that gives the heat. And I see this light rising up, up. I imagine a peacock feather of gold in my spine. It's coming up and out, up and out. It seems to strike upon the surface of my body. Up and out. It seems to go beyond my body. And now I think of the top of my head and I see my whole body full of light, the light of the divine wisdom that is in every living thing. And so, seeing my whole body full of light, the light of the divine wisdom that is in every living thing, slowly feeling happy, imagining that I'm looking upward to the top of my head, giving thanks, imagining that golden shower of light going out in every direction. Slowly, tenderly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I lock it up. It is my own as I take another little quick breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up gently. And now we're going to move into the grand rejuvenation breath. Okay, the 7th breath, the grand rejuvenation breath. So we get ready with our position, spine straight, standing tall, strong, thinking upward. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now all together we exhale. Position, breathing all the way in, pulling that secret switch, all the way in, all the way up, big sniff. We get ready, we drop the head forward and back, forward and back. Your whole body is tense except your head and neck, forward and back. We stand upright, we exhale completely, squeezing all that old air out. And now we bring our body forward, pulling down on the head. and back, forward, and back, forward. We stand upright. We inhale and we slowly drop the hands, coming right down. Relaxing right down. I am heavy. I am happy. I feel heavy all over. I am youth. 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 And now I see before me that picture of my idealized self. I see that luxuriant hair, those sparkling eyes, that beautiful face, completely unlined and happy, rounded neck, strong arms and hands. And now I come down over that beautiful being. I thank thee, Lord. I thank you for the truth of my being. I am youth. Youth, glorious, radiant, wondrous, vibrant, vivacious, adventurous, fearless youth. I thought my body wore out and grew old like an old pair of shoes, but now I know. New cells are being made for me. I'm being renewed. I sing and I shout. I sing the song of conquest. There is no age for me, no doubt, no failure, no death. I am free. I am free forevermore, free from the ravages of time, free from all negation of my own mind. I am youth, youth, youth forevermore. And so I will to know the truth of my own being. Peace, peace, peace. And so feeling happy, looking upward to the top of my head and giving thanks outward. Slowly and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And now I lock it up as I take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up younger. And now we'll move into the final 8th breath of the 8 key breaths of the Science of Mental Physics. This is the one done with the feet apart. Hip width apart. Same positioning, elbows pulled forward, hands resting on your hip bones. Thinking upward. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now all together we exhale. Pulling that secret switch, inhaling all the way in, imagining that light filling up your entire being. Big sniff. We get ready to the right, lifting up the left heel, to the left, right heel, to the right, to the left, pulling down on the head, to the right, to the left. We stand center. We exhale. And then we slowly drop the hands, thinking upward to the top of my head. And I'm thinking joy, joy, joy. And now together we send it out. We embrace all classes around the world, wherever they may be. We embrace all in mental physics, wherever they may be. I embrace this city. I embrace the state. And now I watch as I see these waves of light going out of their own nature. I embrace the country. I embrace the whole world. I embrace the whole human race. And now, with the light of the divine wisdom within me, with my love, with my joy, with my life, I embrace every living thing. And now I stand fast, lest the light be too great for me, as it returns to me by that mystic fourfold law, that not from the one point from which I sent it, but from all the points, it's coming back, nearer, nearer, nearer. And now it embraces me. It embosoms me. It overwhelms me. That light of the divine wisdom, that love, that joy, that life that comes to me from every living thing, so that I know my whole body, this wide universe, to be full of light. And now I will charge every cell of my physical body with the light of the divine wisdom, that love, that life, that joy that comes to me from every living thing. Looking upward to the top of my head, feeling happy, giving thanks, imagining that golden shower of light going out in all directions. The secret of the golden flower. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I lock it up. It is my own. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up quietly. And now I'm going to teach you guys the creative breath. This is a secret breath. It's in some of the later teachings, but I have used it successfully to manifest extraordinary things in my life. I just want to read something to you because I just found he gives some suggestions before I go into it. He says, do not hurry do not hurry. Take time in getting the right technique, because if you start wrongly, the wrong habit could persist and you may not be able to correct it. So there's much more to this breath than the physical breathing. I mean, as with all the breathings, but you're advised to, 1, enter into the procedure of the breath at first without breath retention. So kind of just getting the positioning, which I'll show you. And then 2, begin to go through the breath with only a little bit of breath retained. And then 3, undertake the breath with slightly increased breath retention until you feel that you fully mastered it as a strictly physical breath. And then having reached this stage, you should then begin on the higher spiritual and creative side of the exercise by getting in the position in the right posture. And in the posture, with your eyes closed, you're going to be creating a mental picture of what you're desiring to bring into manifestation in your life, being so silent within that you can feel the picture
as a definite mental form. Grip the hands tightly so you feel muscular tension throughout the arms and shoulders, as if you feel that you firmly grasped the thought. Okay, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like.
The creative breath, I'm telling you, this will bring in things into your reality as fast as you could ever imagine. So what I do, as he talks about spreading your buttocks on the floor as wide as possible, I just like reach under and kind of pull my hips out so that it's taking up as much space as possible and that you feel totally even and centered. Okay. And so then, and you want to have your right leg in front, crossing your left. And so how this works is you get a mental picture in your mind. So you close your eyes and you imagine like a whiteboard, or let's say like a big black television screen, whatever works best for you, since you're the only thinker in your own mind. Just create the image that works the best for you. You want to make sure you firmly get this vision in your mind before you start to pull it in. So take all the time in the world. I'll demonstrate it, but then you guys can practice it on your own after, because you want to really, really take the time to get a firm and solid image. And it could be anything. It could be a material item. It could be imagining a conversation with somebody. I've done this where I've, had to work some things out with somebody or wanted a particular outcome or whatever. So I imagine the conversation going exactly as I wanted it to happen. And it blows my mind how exactly the conversation can go. I mean, we are the creator in human form. So it really pays to do this kind of work to create the life that we love to live. So you get this image out in front of you. You get a clear image of what it is that you're wanting. And you can do the breath over and over again, right in a row, to keep pulling the same image in. I have a friend who goes through each day, like picking different things she wants to manifest in one at a time, doing it. So once you have this vision out in front of you and it's totally clear, you put your hands out. And all this is done with the eyes closed. So once you feel it, you have it, you feel it in form. You reach your hands out and you grab onto it and you make your fists tight, like he said, and your arms and fists are tight. And then as you're breathing in through the nose, you're pulling this all the way into your being. But this is very important. You want to pull your fists as far back as possible, under your armpits if possible. And then relax right down. Exhale, relax right down. Do it again. See it, feel it, own it. Tighten your fists, grab that vision. Pull it in. So that the breath culminates when your fists are under your armpits. You want to time it just like that. You might want to try it, just getting that physical mechanism going before you bring in your breath. And then just do a little breath and kind of hold it for a minute. And then as you go on in time and your vision gets more clear, your arms get stronger, your breath becomes deeper as you pull it in.
And amaze yourself with what you'll be able to bring in. It's a very powerful breath. Very powerful. And it's called the creative breath. And it doesn't even come in until the 19th lesson of the Initiate Group course. But I figured you guys could handle it. You don't even really need to do it that often. That's the amazing thing. It doesn't take long because we're such powerful creators. If everything is in alignment, and then we don't need much time to actually move the universe. You know what I'm saying? So I think you'll be surprised at how quickly you can bring things in if your intention is pure and you do that exercise correctly. I hope you guys feel better than you did when you joined. Dinglemay's teachers lived well into their 300s. So they were like full head of hair, working the land. I mean, they were not like, any 300-year-old we know in the United States. You know what I'm saying? when the institute was at its heyday and there were like 300,000 students there, I have these pictures of the old graduate classes, and some of these people were in their 90s and they did not have a single wrinkle on their face. They looked cherubic almost. It was amazing. Almost translucent in a way. Keep practicing. Knowing is not doing. Doing is doing, right? And that's where all the wisdom comes from, is from doing it, practicing, experimenting. All right. See you guys in the morning. I'm proud of you.